All right, here we go. It is Tuesday, June 20th, 2023, and from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I'm Marshall Manlove from Delaware Sports and My Sports Reports, this being a special interview edition of our show. And shortly we are going to meet some talented young volleyball players from a very big club here in Delaware that attracts players from all around the area, actually, and find out what they have up their sleeve here coming up. I guess in July. We'll find out when that's coming up and what it exactly is that they're going to do. But first, before I do that, please let me remind everybody that this is brought to you by My Sports Art. We do unique and original digital art creations here. We have a couple stores set up. This is on redbubble.com. It's My Sports Art. And whoa, where'd that all go, bro? Where's all my stuff? And also our Etsy stores, My Sports Creations. So take a look at what we have done there. It's unique and limited. And also this is brought to you by allaboutsportsu.com. Mr. Tim Wampler is a longtime softball coach and mentor, and he has developed this online training academy for softball players. And if you visit allaboutsportsu.com and decide to subscribe for 1 year, use this promo code flashing on the screen because I'm hitting the little button on and off with my little mousey over here. On, off. So take 15% off if you use that promo code if you decide to go to allaboutsportsu.com. And also special thanks go out to my friends at Jazzercise in Middletown, Newark, and Elkton, Maryland. One of the proprietors there runs a very active Facebook group page for parents of high school athletes. They're kind enough to post up links to the videos that I produce. So, happy to promote them in return. And one more final thing here, if you don't mind. It's also brought to you by me, Marshall Manlove, stage hypnotist. If you would like a funny, fascinating, and memorable experience for a party or an event that you're having, please consider my stage hypnosis show, details about which you can find at marshallmanlove.com. And keep October 7th, 2023 on your radar and a blank spot on your calendar. I don't do many live public shows, especially here in Delaware, one maybe every couple years or so. I'm doing one at the Smyrna Opera House, October 7th at 7 p.m. Details for tickets will be on the site there, marshallmanlove.com. Thanks for that. And now, hopefully, when I press this next button, my guests will appear. And indeed, there they are. Members of the Premier Volleyball Club Edge 15 team. Not all of them, but 6 of them have joined us here. Doing 9 things at once there. Your microphone's on over there. All right, let me press this one more button here. And there we go. The coaches of this team sit to the left of the screen here as you are watching it there. And the head coach is the young gentleman who raised his hand there and waved. And introduce yourself to our growing fan base here at Delaware Sports there, young man.
Yes, my name is Dave Prichard. I am the 15 edge coach here at Premier Volleyball Club. Been here for 5 years now. And really enjoyed my time here, and so excited to be up here and honored to be showing off this group of girls with their talent and take them out to Chicago this year.
And your current assistant. Introduce yourself there, young lady.
Go ahead, Kylie.
I'm Dave's assistant, my second year with Premier and as his assistant, so also just super excited and honored to be part of the group.
All right, so there was a little bit of a glitch there. Just to say your name one more time for me.
My name is Kylie.
Okay. You can say your last name too, Kylie. What's your last name, Kylie?
McCusker.
Okay, Kylie McCusker. All right. So, Coach, why have we brought these talented young ladies here this evening? You have a special event coming up, I understand, correct?
That's correct. Next Tuesday, we are flying out to Chicago. Our team won a bid at Chesapeake Regionals and we are excited to fly out to Chicago and compete for 4 days for a national title.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, what organization is the national championship for? Is it AAU?
Yeah, that's going to be through USA Volleyball,
Okay.
Which is one of the umbrellas that we compete under. We've competed at many tournaments through USAV, through AAU, JVA, but the prestigious thing about the USAV Nationals is you have to earn your right to be there, and this team very well worked hard to earn that right and earn that bid to get out to Chicago.
And how did they earn their right to get out there?
Through regionals, we placed 5th in the region, and we got a call from a trickle-down bid from one of our other teams in the region, wanted an open bid, and we got a call asking if we wanted a bid to Freedom, and these girls, I couldn't even tell them we weren't going because they were just so eager to get out and say yes to the call.
Okay. So perhaps we'll dig a little deeper into that. I know all these young ladies have friends and parents who are watching, so let's get to know most of them anyway. And we'll start right to your left, Coach. But let me, when I have you talk to me, just pull up a little closer. Just grab a chair, pull up closer. I'm not going to bite. I can't because I'm in a wholly different building anyway. All right. Yes, come on up. Have a seat. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Yeah, the video is a little glitchy there, but so we'll do the best we can. If I ask you to repeat, it's only because there is this glitch happening there with the internet feed. Okay. So welcome. Introduce yourself. Tell me what your name is. How old are you, and what school you go to?
My name is Sarnecky. I am 15 and I go to Middletown High.
From that's where the home studio is, as a matter of fact, here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So very cool. And Maddie, what position do you play?
I'm a setter.
So you're a setter with the club. Are you also a setter with your school team? And that was one that glitched on me. What was the answer to that question?
I am. I'm on the varsity team.
Okay. I might recognize you. I referee volleyball too. I happen to do that on the side. So some of you people I recognize along the way. So it's good to have people in the same community that I am in part-time to talk to. So talk about your experience here so far this season with Premier. What stood out for you? I'm sorry, what stood out for you?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, what has stood out for you so far in this club season so far?
This year, a lot of girls are kind of new and some are old, and so having our team combine, it's just a really fun experience because we all get together really well, and every time at practice, we're always laughing and having a good time.
All right, now you say old. You can't be that old, right? You can only reach a certain age, and then otherwise you have to play on a different team, right?
Yes.
And when we call this Edge 15, is 15 the age limit for this team?
Yeah, so usually they turn 15 going to 16.
Okay. And what grade are you going into next year in Middletown?
I will be a sophomore, so in 10th grade.
So you started varsity as a freshman over there, huh?
I did.
Yeah, and the Cavaliers had a decent season too. And you would have been one of the reasons. So I imagine you were also one of the reasons why this club team is having some success as well. Because you're like the quarterback on the team there.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say.
How tall are you?
I am 5'6".
No, that's actually a pretty good height because are you 15 or you're 14?
I'm 15.
Okay. Yeah, you still might grow a little bit. Yeah.
I hope.
Do you get a chance to spike the ball at all?
I do, but I do not play front row.
Okay. Yeah. So you really couldn't even spike it, right? If you're setting anyway. All right. So tell me something interesting about yourself. non-volleyball related.
I really like pickles.
You really wait a second. That's something that broke up, and everybody's laughing. You got to say that again.
I like pickles.
You like pickles? Okay, yeah,
Yes.
that is interesting. I think.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting. What kind of pickles?
Dill and like sweet chili.
Yeah, I like dill too. Yeah, see, we
Oh,
can
yeah.
we
They're
can
good.
bond over dill pickles. Yeah, awesome.
For
All right.
sure.
Nice to meet you in person. Let's get the next team member up here and meet her. Hello, same question for you. What's your name? How old are you? What school do you go to?
I'm Cierra Burslem. I'm 15 and I go to Padua Academy.
Ah, Panda.
Yeah.
And what grade are you in, Sierra?
I'm going into 10th grade.
So, is anybody here in the sophomore class? Raise your hand. Are you all like freshmen or? Okay, so you're a sophomore. Okay, you're the old lady of the team then over there. Or are you a sophomore going to be a junior? The one whoever just raised your hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a junior next
Okay.
year.
All right. All right. Well, we'll talk to you here shortly. Find out a little bit more about that. All right, Sarah. So, what position do you play on this team?
I'm a middle blocker.
How tall are you?
Only 5'6".
So you must be able to jump very high then.
I think so.
Well, you have to, right? 5'6".
Yeah.
That's not generally middle blocker height.
No.
But at Padua, do you play the same position there, or do you play like outside? You do, really? Wow, fantastic! And what have been some of the highlights of your club season here so far?
Doing really well in Washington and Pittsburgh and just seeing how good we can compete against all these great teams.
So you say Washington and Pittsburgh. Is Washington the National Harbor Showdown?
Yes.
And yeah, your team did very well there. You took a gold medal, first place there. And then I would imagine the Steel City Freeze is the Pittsburgh event, right?
Yeah.
Where your team took a silver medal there. Congratulations. So what was great about those? Outside the fact that you won and took second place in front of a lot of teams, what stood out for you besides all that?
Since Washington was our first tournament, it was really great that we ended up winning and just connecting as a team. I think we connected really well.
Now, have you got to play against any of these other teammates throughout the year here?
Yeah, during high school, I played against some of them.
Excuse me, having a coughing fit over here. So what's that like when you play against them? You play with them as a club member, and all of a sudden you have to play against them. What's that like?
It's really weird at first, but it's really fun.
Do you talk during the match much against somebody who's your club team member? Do you kind of say stuff across the net, or you kind of leave that alone and talk before or after a match?
Sometimes, usually before or after the match, we talk.
Yeah, it might not be appropriate during the middle of the match, right? Because you're trying to compete and and then spike one off your club teammate's head and stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right. What kind of interesting tidbit would you like to share with us here, Cierra, about yourself?
I have two sisters who play volleyball as well here, and it's really fun to watch them grow.
And are they older or younger?
They're both younger.
Okay. Are they Padua bound as well?
I hope so.
Ah. What are they saying? Are they are they going to follow your footsteps, or you have to talk them into it?
Yeah, they really want to follow me.
Okay. All right, good. That's good that they look up to you like that. All right. It's nice to meet you. Let's swap chairs. The next young lady in line there. Hello. Welcome. What's your name? How old are you? What school do you go to?
I'm I'm Katie Greenplate, and I'm 15 years old, and I go to Cierra Academy.
Katie Greenplate. And then you're heading into your sophomore year as well, then, I imagine, right? You're the one of the 5 who are still just finishing their freshman year. The Buccaneers had a good year, too.
Yeah, we did.
And were you on the varsity team there, Katie?
Yeah.
So let's backtrack just a little bit. Let's go over the high school season. What stood out for the high school season for you? And how do you think your club experience helped you at Caravel?
I think my club experience helped me like connect with girls I didn't really know, because I've only known these girls for like 2 years because I haven't been at this club for a while, and I didn't know mainly any of the Caravel girls. So it kind of helped me like bond with people I just met.
So what's it like for you working with 2 different coaches, actually more than 2, but 2 different head coaches, and the styles and what they expect of you, and how do you adjust to all that?
Mainly I just like see, like they'll tell me advice and I'll see what works best for me and like what I can utilize the most. Like I take advantage of all the lessons I learned from each of them.
So you're pretty much open to what either team's coach has to say to you. And what's been some of the highlights of your club season for you so far?
I think some of my highlights were definitely Pittsburgh and National Harbor were definitely really good.
Now, is that because of the way the tournament ended up for you? Because you came in second in one and first in the other? Or was there something else about the experience that stood out for you?
Well, National Harbor was definitely like special because we got first in our first tournament, and I felt personally that I played really well. And the other one, I just feel like I played good in that one too. Like I feel better that I feel like I played better in sub tournaments than others, and those 2 just like stood out.
So, what position do you play on this team? Yeah.
I play outside hitter and defensive specialist.
That's an interesting combination. I mean, there's only 6 spots on the floor, right? But an outside hitter and defensive specialist. So do you play a little libero then too? Is that what you're telling me?
I've never worn the libero jersey, but I play back row sometimes.
Okay. And you know any of your hitting stats by any chance?
No.
Yeah,
Sorry.
see, it's kind of interesting. I asked that, and I'm kind of generalizing when I say this. A lot of girls don't know their stats, but if you ask guys, they almost know like right down to the exact decimal point. Sometimes it's kind of unique to sports. So what else interesting should we get to know about you that's non-volleyball related?
My sister's going to University of Delaware next year, or this year technically.
All right, that totally broke up coming through on the stream. Just one more time for me.
My sister's going to the University of Delaware next year for school.
Okay. That wasn't about you, but it shows me that you are humble, and that's an admirable quality that you talk about somebody else when a question is asked of you. It's very nice to meet you. So let's get the elderly stateswoman here to take your seat. I'm only teasing you, you know. I know you're not old or anything. So introduce yourself. How old are you? What grade are you in? Well, we know what grade you're in. How old are you? What school do you go to?
I'm Avery Pilger. I'm 15, and I go to Padua Academy.
Ah, another panda. And what position do you play, Avery?
For the club season, I'm a defensive specialist, and for school season, I'm a setter.
And during the school season, you're a setter? Is that what you said? Yes, the feed's just breaking up on me a little bit. I can hear you fine. The volume's good. It's just it's kind of breaking up a little bit. So just be patient with us here. And Avery, what got you into volleyball?
Ever since I was younger, both of my cousins and my sister have always played volleyball, or they used to play volleyball. So I've just since I was like 4, I've been practicing with all of them. And so when I could join a team, I did. And I've just been playing since.
Okay. And do you play any other sports?
I used to play softball for a really long time, but then I stopped.
So is it safe to say here that everybody just plays volleyball year round and you just specialize in it? Or raise your hand if anybody else plays a current sport, another sport. Okay. I should ask those questions while you're up here. All right. Well, anyway, we're here to talk about volleyball. What stands out for you so far this club season, Avery?
I think definitely Pittsburgh, and when we found out that we got a bid to nationals.
And when you found out that you got a bid, were you all together, or did it come through like in an email? Did you have a chance to celebrate as a team, or just kind of went woohoo individually when you read the email?
Yeah, so we had like a practice one day, and then like Dave and Kylie just got us all together, and Dave had this whole like slideshow ready, and then at the end it just said that we were going to nationals, and then there was like it was just kind of like a celebration.
Yeah, good.
So we all found that together.
Yeah, it's a much better way to do it. Let me ask this question. When your team has won any of these particular tournaments, let's say like National Harbor, was there a trophy involved? Did you take home a trophy?
No, but we all got individual medals.
Individual medals. Okay. All right. So there's not any opportunity to take the trophy home and pose with it in all sorts of fun pictures or anything like that. You see, we need to start that, right? We have to demand that these tournaments give trophies that everybody can take home and put in their bed and take pictures with them and stuff like that. Yeah, I think that would be cool. What personal anecdote would you like to share about yourself there, Avery?
I'm a really big cat person, and I have 3 cats.
Okay. All right. All right. I'll refrain from crazy cat lady joke for now, because you're not there yet. Just stick with 3. Don't go to 4. Okay. I can see Kylie's face over your shoulder, like, oh, he just said that. Oh, I can't believe he just said that. That's as controversial as I get. Don't worry about it. Okay. All right. Avery, nice to meet you. Best of luck to you in this upcoming tournament. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Hello there, young lady. Introduce yourself. Your name. How old are you? What grade are you in? Where do you go to school?
Hi, I'm Abby Madigan. I'm 15 and I go to Padua Academy.
Another panda. Wow. So it's what, like 4 of you on the team. That's pretty cool. Did you make the varsity roster as a freshman this year?
No, I was a JV.
That's okay. You'll probably be there next year, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, you say yes. I'm going to be there, right?
Okay.
Have a positive attitude. And what position do you play, Abby?
I'm libero for club, and then for school I was an outside hitter and then a DS.
Oh, okay. DS for defensive specialist, of course. And how tall are you?
I was told I was 5'4", but then the doctor was telling me I'm 5'5", so it's between there.
Nice, nice. Was that like reason to celebrate? And you thought you were 5'4"? The doctor says, "Oh, yeah, like you're almost 5'5" now."
Well, the 5'5" was told me by the doctor before I was told I was 5'4", so I don't really know what to believe. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get to wear the different colored jersey.
Yeah.
And do you like being the libero?
Yeah, I like it. It's sometimes like hard. Sometimes it's just like stressful, but it's fine. I'll deal with it.
Okay. What's stressful about it for you?
Definitely like trying to cover as much as possible, because you're like, you have that pressure of like you're the libero, so you have to try to get everything. So
So I can help you out with that, right? Because you're supposed to be a defensive specialist, right? And you have the other team like spiking volleyballs at 60, 70 miles an hour. And everybody expects you to get it because you're supposed to be the specialist, right? And you got to sacrifice your face and your body, like, to the expectations more so from everybody else because you're that person. So I agree. It is a stressful position as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's stood out for you in this club season so far?
Definitely like having two coaches that are like there for you, like whenever, like they're always there to like talk to them. Like I've always like have coaches in the past just been like, you can't really come talk to me after like 24 hours, but like Dave and Kylie, they're always just there for like the team and everyone. So
Cool. And has the team done any like fun bonding exercises or parties or anything like that this year?
we've had like what team dinners, and like we had a scavenger hunt in Boston. We had a lunch in Boston, right? Yeah, and then we had a dinner at
Grotto's the
at the beginning of the year. So it's just like every so often it's a bond.
So when you go out to Chicago, are you going to have a chance to see anything there, or is it the only thing you're going to see is the hotel and the inside of the convention center or something?
Well, everyone's telling me the Bean, and yes, I want to go see the Bean. So, and then I think we're going to a baseball game. No, not anymore. But yeah, maybe possibly.
If you do go to a baseball game, will it be the Cubs or the White Sox?
The Cubs.
The Cubs? Yeah, better choice, I think. Yeah, for sure. All right. Something interesting about you, non-volleyball related? You have a hobby?
Volleyball.
Well, that's volleyball related.
Yeah. Not really.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. When you get one, call me back and let me know what it is, and I'll update the video somehow. Okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Nice to meet you. Hey, Coach.
Yeah, and I'll just speak on behalf of the rest of the players. We had one more show up as well, Annalise. But I'll start with Pacey here. Pacey is an opposite for us. She goes to Lake Forest High School, has really transformed her hitting, has done a great job doing that. As last year and previous years, she was a setter. She's really taken on that role and developed. Annalise, who's over here as well, she goes to Bel Air High School in Maryland, which is cool that we're able to stretch outside of Delaware as well. And she's particularly been a middle blocker for us. She's played a little bit of outside, right side, and at times when we've had injuries, she's played a little back row as well. So she's one of our little specialists there. Caitlin Lieberstein, who's not here tonight, she's a setter / right side for us. She goes to Padua. She's our fourth Panda. She was on the varsity team this year. And then last but not least, we had Sarah Hayes, who's our other outside hitter. Two more. Sarah Hayes was an outside hitter at Archmere, and Talia Brown, a middle blocker, middle hitter from Caesar Rodney. So very good group of girls that we've had the privilege of working with, like I said, and as you've gotten to know them here, you can tell they're just a fun group to work with, and it makes it easy to show up to the gym every day.
Yeah, awesome. Let me get Kylie up here just for a moment because she's just kind of been sitting behind everybody's shoulder
No,
there.
it's not to the back.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's why I wanted to get you up here. So, welcome, Kylie. Tell me a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you got involved with Premier.
So I actually played for Premier when I was a player, before they started the Edge program. I played volleyball my whole life, and my 18s year, Premier had pretty much just started. They were fairly new at that point, so I played for them. And then once I got through my college playing career, I came back, and Dave said, "Hey, do you want to coach?" And here we are.
So let's So wait, did you say where you played here in Delaware?
I played for Premier when I was my
Well,
18th
in high
year.
school. In high school.
Oh, I played at Smyrna.
Yeah. And you were good. You were an all-state player.
I was
Sure.
an all-state player.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
take half of the girls there and tell me something interesting, positive, or funny about them.
Oh goodness. Okay. Well, Maddie is my setter. I was a setter, so Maddie is somebody that I'm pretty hard on, and she never fails to say something that makes me laugh. Doesn't matter if she's trying to make me laugh or not. Cierra is usually my breath of fresh air. She's usually just like pretty calm. She doesn't freak out about much. So Katie cracks me up with the things that she says. Sometimes she's not even trying to be funny, and just celebrates in the best way. Avery is my calm and collected individual. She's typically pretty quiet on the court, but off the court, she's great. I'm sorry, I think you said half, but I'm just going through
That's all right. You can keep going. You're on a roll.
Abby is my individual that we just bounce ideas off each other. She doesn't ever hesitate to ask me why we're doing something or tell me something's not working, and she's somebody that I can just we talk volleyball on the court, sometimes off the court.
Yeah, future coach
Pacey,
then, huh?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Pacey really has come out of her shell this season. She didn't really talk much in the beginning of the year, and now she is just hilarious. I don't know if you can see Annalise. Poke your head in.
Yep. Oh wait. Oh no, there's I did not see Annalise.
Annalise is also typically rather quiet, but man, when she gets going, she's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I was wondering. I heard you say Annalise is here, and I have not seen Annalise until she just ducked her head there in for a second. Welcome, Annalise, all the way over there outside the camera. There she is. All right. Fantastic. All right. Well done. Let's get the coach back up here for just a second. I'm going to have Dave. I'm going to have you go through the same thing. Just talk about the girls one at a time. A little interesting anecdote, something funny, interesting, positive about them.
Yeah. So Maddie, I met her when she started in our prime program, and just as goofy then as she is now. Always a ray of sunshine to the team. So she's a perfect candidate for a setter for us because all the girls have to talk to her. And then Cierra, again, I mean, Kylie pretty much hit the nail on the head with a lot of these girls. Sierra's that quiet, athletic kid that really surprises you at times. Like she told you her height, and she really bounces out of the gym and gets up on some of those hitters. Katie, she's one of those silent assassins as a comedian. It's just so funny because these girls and I have a rapport where we can joke with each other, but they also know when it's time to buckle down and compete. I feel like I can kind of say the same thing for all of them. Kylie does a great job of just creating that relationship with them and somebody I can talk through to the girls and connect to them that way. But I'll keep going down. Avery has worn many hats on this team. She's worn the libero jersey at times. She's DS'd for us. She had to set at the Northeast qualifier for us. Lots of different roles that I've been happy to just, I'm confident that she can just step up and do whatever we need her to do. Abby, another, I almost feel like she's like my little sister, like Kylie was saying. She's not afraid to tell you how it is, and it's one of my favorite traits about her. And she's willing to step up to the plate and carry this team. Pacey, I kind of talked about her a little bit when I was just saying, watching her improve and go from this quiet girl to, really just branching out and having a personality has been awesome. Same with Annalise. Annalise, came into this season from out of state, kind of knowing the girls a little bit from clinics and guest appearing at tournaments, but has really come out of her shell. Sarah Hayes, she's so funny to just be on the court and to watch her athleticism. She can really hit the ball well, but also has her moments of just, hey, where am I? But we love her. Caitlin, brings that leadership, being a varsity Panda, really kind of brings that leadership role to us. And then Talia, fits right in as one of our middles, and she's always got a funny handshake to come off the court with, and it's whether it's a high five or whatever she does, a thumb war sometimes. She just she brings a lot of fun. So all these girls individually, I couldn't have asked for a better 10.
Awesome.
And plus Kylie, if you want to say 11.
Awesome. So when is this event again? Remind us.
Yeah, we fly out next Tuesday, and then we start the competition on Wednesday, and we will compete from Wednesday to Saturday.
And how can we follow your team's progress? Is there a website where we can see the team live? Is anybody taping it to show later, or
yeah, we
how that
actually
might be?
there's a few different ways. Baller TV, I believe, is out there. You can follow on there. You can follow results. Typically, we post everything on our Facebook page. We're on Instagram, Premier Volleyball. Check that out. And then we also have a private Facebook group where we stream all the live games, and you can check them out there and watch them all live.
All right. Fantastic. All right. Well, I want to thank you for arranging to bring the girls with us here so we can meet them, talk to them, learn a little bit about them, so we can know something of the personalities, kind of the names in the box score, and then we can root for you when you head out there and try to bring home a national title to Delaware. And best of luck to you. So I'm going to say goodbye now. Everybody wave goodbye to our growing fan base here at Delaware Sports and My Sports Reports. And what I'm going to do is hit end meeting for all. Wish you well one more time, and bring home the gold, girls.
Thanks,
right?
Marshall.
All right, everybody. Take care. Bye. There we go. That's Premier Edge 15 heading to the national championships in Chicago next week. And tomorrow, if you're watching this now, we're going to meet Premier Edge 16. They are going to join us with their head coach around 6:30 tomorrow. That is June 21st. If you would like to recommend somebody to me to have a conversation with here on this show, reach out to me at mysportsreports@gmail.com. If you have any items of interest that I can talk about on a show segment here, same email address, mysportsreports@gmail.com. You can support the show simply by subscribing on whatever video platform you find these. Occasionally press play so you can find out what we're actually talking about and who some of these people are, and continue to celebrate the positive achievements of our young people here in the amateur sports community. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Marshall Manlove, and now from the home studio in Middletown, Delaware, I wish you a good evening. As soon as I could find the end button. There's the music button. Now, the end button. Good night.